All right, now it is Friday, March 3rd. Finally, Friday again. Y'all know I live for my Fridays and my weekends. Um, this week's story, I got a phone call during the week, well, a message during the week from a company called Battlezone Wrestling that's running shows in Mississippi, Jackson, above Jackson area, around Jackson area. Um, this is a story about pre-masked Minotaur. Between 2001 and 2007, I religiously worked NWA Battlezone, Mississippi. It was an NWA affiliate. If, like, guys that came through that promotion during that time were where a lot of guys got their start. The hotbed of wrestling in that area was Battlezone. Now, people can say what they want about it, but it was a shitty little place in the middle of Mississippi, McGee, Mississippi, which is in between, like almost smack dab in between Hattiesburg and Jackson, Mississippi. And it was run by the Williamson's family. And they used some pretty good talent. And if you wanted to be seen and get on other shows in other areas, you came through Battlezone. Guys like, I'm not saying they got their start there, but they pretty much had a really good feel for who was in that promotion at that time to spread people's names other places. People like Saxon, Northcutt, Lord Humongous, John Bison, Cornbread. These are people that's come from Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, have gone through Battlezone. And we ran some pretty good stuff through there. And shows were good. Now, like I said, it was a little shitty building. Probably the size of an old Western Auto. Probably used to be a Western Auto. They gutted it out. And had a locker room in the back, and probably about 150 to 200 people maybe could fit in this place as far as audience. And then the iconic part about this building and about this promotion is they used a ring that stayed up because they practiced there and they held their school there, was the 12 by 12 foot ring. 12 by 12 foot ring. Now imagine me at 350, 6'5", Kevin Northcutt, 6'7", 350, Lord Humongous, 6'3", 300, Joey C, who did a Mardi Gras gimmick, who ripped from New Orleans, 6'3", 250 pounds, Cornbread, about the size of me, all in that ring at one time. And at like a 6-man tag. Man, it was hysterically ridiculous because we could basically reach across the ring and touch each other. But imagine a hot tag in that one. But we made it work, man, and we had a blast on it. We had the fans. The fans were nuts. I remember one fan wanted to kill me. He ripped my manager, Danny McClain. He ripped my manager's pocket off his shirt, wanted to kill me. Somebody actually got stabbed going through the audience, and Joey C got stabbed going through the audience there. Just unbelievable. It was crazy. But anyway, back to the thing. They were running every other weekend, so every other weekend I was going up there. I was doing a lot of traveling at that time, getting my name out there, getting my name thrown out like green guys should do. So they started running every weekend. They would do McGee one weekend, and they would do Yazoo City or Jackson the next weekend. So it was McGee, Yazoo City, McGee, Jackson. McGee, Yazoo City, McGee, Jackson. They were running TV spots. Like I said, they were NWA affiliate. It was pretty hot at the time. Like I said, people can say what they want about NWA, but a lot of guys went through that. The Leading Edge, Monty Warbucks and Calvin Rose, who I dearly love. Speaking of dearly love, there's a lot of guys, brother love, that I still to this day think of as family, even though we haven't seen each other in years. I saw AC Brown a couple months ago at the Taco Fest wrestling show, and man, he still look the same. Like, we haven't seen each other in 20 years. So so I got a message from them earlier this week, and they want to put me in the Hall of Fame, the Battlezone Hall of Fame. The Williamsons, who owned NWA Battlezone at the time, it was a couple, the Widowmaker, and we all called him Mama Didi. Widowmaker passed away. Well, they started running a yearly show called Widowfest, and it was a 2-night show, Friday and Saturday, and they've been doing it every year ever since. They tried to get me up last year, but they wound up having to change the date last minute because WWE was coming to town on their original date, and when they changed the date that they changed it to, I was in Gonzales with Pro Wrestling 225 and GSW. So I couldn't make it, and that's where I was going to go into the Hall of Fame then. But I'm in this year's class. And when I say class, there's like 3 or 4 guys that they call up to do. So far, it's me and Ron Horn. Ron Horn, that kid. Anyway, kid, we're going to Barry's. We're going to find Barry's, kid, if you're watching. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I get a ring, get to go up there and see a bunch of guys and see guys I haven't seen in years and just get to hang out and have a good time. So I've got some stories about Battlezone I may tell the next couple of weeks because, like I said, it's March 25th, so it's coming up. It's going to be fresh on my mind. I'm trying to keep things fresh on my mind in Battlezone because I know they're going to want me to talk on a microphone and have a little speech accepting the Hall of Fame award, which is a ring. So yeah, I have a couple good stories about that because there's a lot of guys that they kept cycling in and out from Louisiana, but they kept me coming almost every week. So I would ride with different guys, but most of the time I rode with like they brought TK Riot in, they brought Stan Sweetan in. I rode with Stan Sweetan most of the time. So the shenanigans that we put ourselves through, his son actually messaged me last week, and he wants me to tell the story that we did for a Battlezone show, which is a hysterical story because when me and Stan get together, all hell breaks loose. So we did something at one of the Battlezone shows that nobody knew about, and it wound up being great. It worked out really well. We basically did nothing and had the biggest pop of the night, as usual. He always does. So that's my story for this week. Next week I might hit that Stan Sweetan and me story, and let's have a good weekend, y'all. There's a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. Tonight's Wildcat. Tomorrow is GSW. Sunday is Pro Wrestling 225. They've got some shows on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. They've got some shows up Hattiesburg area. SWA's running the show. Man, there's wrestling shows everywhere. So if you in any area, look it up and go. These guys are killing themselves to entertain y'all, and this is what we do. So y'all have a good weekend. See y'all next week. Love y'all. Share, comment, share. Later.